Hi everybody, I'm Shah and it's nice to be back, and I'm ever so happy because I'm allowed to do another review for Shiver Red Feather, and they sent me the Charles Dickens Tarot by Chris Leech. And it's if anybody is a fan of Charles Dickens and the Christmas Carol, then you will appreciate this beautiful deck. It is quite big. This is what it looks like on the side, so you can put it in the bookcase and it looks like a book. And we've got the sign of the red feather here. I will read the back of the book. You can see examples of the cards, and this is a tarot deck. Charles Dickens is one of the most popular literary celebrities of all time. Using artworks from the Dickens era, this inspiring 78 card deck and guidebook is based on the traditional tarot, with a special emphasis found through the life and history of Charles Dickens in the major arcana. All of Dickens' best-loved characters and novels are represented in four suits: fire, water, air and earth. The images celebrate actual people integral to Dickens' life, who often were depicted in his works, such as his father John as Wilkins, Mike Burr in The Emperor card, and his mother Elizabeth and Mary as Mrs. Nickleby in the Empress card. Presented in an horizontal orientation, each card suggests an open book or visor, with room for Dickens' many characters to find their own deserving place. The companion guidebook provides a keyword analysis of the cards called shorthand, Dickens' writing technique, as well as the book concerned and characters depicted. A 78 tarot deck based on the life and literature of Charles Dickens. Structured or traditional tarot meanings. All Dickens' works and his best-loved characters are represented. Incorporates many details from Dickens' own life. And the price is $34.99 for such a big, voluptuous package. And I think it's a magnet as well. So let's get started and unpack the box. Right. Well, I've just cut a little side in there so I can unpack it with you, my lovely cyber angels, and I hope you're just as excited as I am. The coming period is going to be phenomenous, absolutely wonderful. I'm in the mood for Christmas. Okay, and this is how it looks like. Oh, it's got a sort of picture of Charles Dickens. Now, if anybody doesn't know who Charles Dickens is, Charles Dickens is the author of David Copperfield, Oliver Twist, Christmas Carol, Great Expectations and The Old Curiosity Shop. And I've seen the films and I used to study it for literature. It's quite a voluptuous book again, and it looks more like stamps because it's all colourful. So I hope you can see it. It's really beautiful. I think the colouring is a bit too dark, so I will adjust that a little bit. Whoops, a little bit too much. There you go. So I hope you can see that. I will go into the book in a minute. The book, this box is absolutely gorgeous. I used to do everything upside down, but I found a way that I can do it, and it's really traditional and classic. It looks like old playing cards. So it's beautiful red box and a picture of Charles Dickens himself. His books get used for English literature in English literature classes. And the quill that he used to write with, it's by Christopher LEECH, and also very old handwriting, as you can see, hopefully, and also spillage of ink on the pages here. You can see that. Again, it gives you the feeling it's old parchment. I hope you can see it. I can't bring it in. Let's have a look if I can bring it in a little bit more. There you go. Introduction. In the Charles Dickens Tarot, the 4 minor suits have each been reduced to their basic element fire, water and earth. Well, that's what is on the outside of the box as well. Then we have the Ace of Fire, Illusions, the burning of the Houses of Lords and Commons, 1834, Satis House, Crook, Manfield's Law Library, and the Sparkler of Albanian. So you get shorthand, originality, creativity, virility, primal energy, vigor, conception, faculty, inspiration, innovation, invention, pride, confidence, wantonness, that's a bit of old English, greed, spark, flash in the pan. Okay. Old Martin, the 2 of Fire. Guzzlewit, characters, Old Martin Guzzlewit, Mary Graham. Book, Martin Guzzlewit. Shorthand, willpower, setting plan. It's very short in details what they represent, and also the book that they come from, the characters in the book, like the 4 of Fire is Betsy Trotwood. Characters, Mr. Dick, Betsy Trotwood. Book, David Copperfield. And that is awesome that they've done that, so you can relate to the book, and if you take your fancy you can even read the book. John Jasper is the 5 of Fire. John Jasper is the character. The book is The Mystery of Edwin Drood. I don't see any of the other. Our Mutual Friend, David Copperfield, Little Dorrit. I don't see Great Expectations. Nicholas Nickleby, that's another very famous book as well. Now, Oliver Twist. I don't see Oliver Twist anywhere. We've got the Ace of Fire. It looks like money actually, the cards. It's David Copperfield and Nicholas Nickleby. The old curiosity shop. Yeah! Let's have a look. Great Expectations. Hard Times. Black House. That's an old fashioned. That's quite famous as well. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. Great Expectations. Guzzlewit. That was a good one as well. Hard Times. Little Dorrit. David Copperfield. A Tale of Two Cities. Oliver Twist. There you are. And the Bleak House. Right. The Daughter of Air. So they've got daughter. And I think the daughter might be the page. Let's have a look. The daughter. Then we have the son. Then we have the mother. So the son is the knight. The mother is the queen. And then we have the father of air, and that's the king. Right, we know that then. The page are girls. The son is the knights. Absolutely, again, in the Victorian, Edwardian themes, the theatres. Oh, this is so nice. So nice. Because it's taking me back to England and the English feeling. and the English countryside, English traditions, English, oh, Mr. Dumblebee, yeah, oh yeah. Right, I think that's beautiful. This will get me really, stay with me in Christmas spirit. Great stuff. And the Great Arcana is at the back, and it goes into more explicit detail. Notes for general circulation, representation, the pictures of the traditional star card are replaced by a picture of Gad's Hill and a picture of filial devotion in Dickens and his daughter's portrait. His two daughters at his side may suggest an association between creative energies and the sexual energies. That's the star. Gad's Hill. So that's the house that they used to live in. The lush countryside behind emphasizes the idea of growth. The small patch of water indicates the easy flow of creative juices and iterates, and idea of sustenance. Sustenance. That's the power. The Dickens dream home, Gad's Hill, represents the fulfillment of a wish. It also gives you a lot of meanings and in correspondence with the magician, also the history of Dickens. So this will be a nice book to read, but I'm busy now in the book of the Star, and because that's a beautiful deck as well, and I've used it in the yearlies. I love the way all these decks have their own history, their own thing, so you always need to read up on it. Okay, the epilogue, the figure in the carpet. The Charles Dickens Tarot CDT is not just a powerful working tarot deck created for the purpose of definition, but also a study of all Dickens novels and the biographical introduction to the great man's life. Unlike the vertical orientation of most playing cards and tarot decks, CDT displays its images in a horizontal frame to resemble theoretical stage or open book. Spread across the back of the CT cards is an oriental carpet symbol of both exorcism and domesticity, decoration and practicality, an allusion to Victorian England's dominion across the globe. It also evokes the literary notion of a figure in the carpet from the novel of the same name by Henry James, indicating the meaningful image that suddenly stands out from the abstract pattern formed by thousands of separated threads. For a tarot reading is in essence an attempt to identify a compelling discursive narrative that similarly makes sense of many seemingly unrelated strands. The classic Rider-Waite Smith deck, which provides the basic symbol structure on which the CDT is constructed, derives much of its suggestive complexity from the various occult systems woven into it. The CDT adds an even greater density of interpretive possibilities by choosing emblematic images selected from the great tapestry of narratives that make up the novel and stories of Charles Dickens. And so it goes on. And then you get reading 1, and then you get different types of readings. Reading 2, The Four of Fire. These cards include Trotwood. Right, you get all the cards that in Uriah Heep. That was the miser in Christmas Carol. These are all kinds of spreads that you can do. Beautiful. Well, I'll be really looking forward to getting into this. You also get Dickens Chronicle timeline. So you get a timeline of what he did, which he wrote, where he lived, which works he did. So that is lovely. Okay. Now we're going to, it's quite loose, this plastic thing, so that's quite great. It seems that the cards are loose, they're gilded. I forgot to do that with the Christmas Carol, and I don't know whether the Christmas Carol is gilded or not. If you haven't seen the review yet on the Christmas Carol or the Christmas Tarot, then go and have a look at that one. And they're not gilded, I just checked. So let's take this off, and then we'll start with the big Arcana or small Arcana. Let's have a look. And they're still stuck to each other, so and that's what you have to do. Just make them loose. Right. Now that's the carpet. I love these carpets. We're going to start off with the world, and then I can make the cards loose as well, because I don't want to spoil the gilt too much. And this is the world, and that is number 21. So they are numbered the correct way. Some decks they swap them round, that number 21 is naught. Okay, and then we have Judgement. And I've enlarged the picture so you can enjoy the picture a little bit more, and you can see what the cards look like. And it also reminds me of the calendars that you used to get in the 60s, 70s. They used to put out the pictures of snow, and as it happens, last night I was thinking, our children, grandchildren won't really know what snow is like we used to. And there's also an artist in Holland that depicts snow and skating things. It's one of the things that our children will not know. And this is the sun. That's strange. Athenaeum, the Athenaeum Club. It looks a little bit more like money to me, if you like. The elite club. Okay. And Napoleon or Wellington, the Battle of Britain or Waterloo. And then we have the moon. And here we've got a cathedral. The mystery. And then there's the character in the book, Edwin Toad. I think the magic. I didn't really want to get the deck, and now I'm glad I've got the deck. And then we've got the star. This is the actual house in a photo, I think. Or that's the chalet they had. And that's that real house. And Getz Hill. That's Getz Hill. And then we've got the tower, and that's Staplehurst. And that's why I need to read the book, so I know what Staplehurst is. Is it in the book, or is it something in part of Charles Dickens' life? Then we have the devil working at the loom in the factory. Yes, that was slavery. So the boss was the boss was the devil. Poverty. Ooh, yes. Wanted. Ignorance. Oliver Twist and Fagin. Ah, these stories are coming alive. Coketown. This is Coketown. That's like, sounds more like Stoketown. Sleepy Circus, the old-fashioned circus. Yes, again, our children won't know what acrobats and animals are, because you don't have any more animals in, wild animals in the circus. Things just temperance, fiction and fact. So you could actually say, get the balance between facts and fiction. Okay, a little Nell, death, Mary Hogarth. So that's the death card. And these pictures were also used, if you remember, like depicting Christmas cards. People always in this era. Then we've got the hanged man. Well, he's not hanging, he's lying, but he's tied up. Then we've got justice, treachery, pleading and walking away. And she's carrying 2 cages, so she could even be the governess of the orphanage. It really gets you back into the stories. The Wheel of Fortune, time, that's a clock in the background, as you can see, and that's Mr. Warren. I wonder who that is. She's holding a key and she looks very smug. The Hermit, Philip Pirrip, the church and the moon, spiritual side, also 2 definitions of spirituality. Strength, Georgina Hogarth, tough cookie. And that could actually be a picture of her character that she in real life was. Like I read, Charles Dickens made the people in the books from real people, like his mother, his sister, son, his daughters. Then we have the Chariot. By the looks of it, that Chariot public readings looks like a real signature underneath there. Then we've got the Lovers, and she's holding a key to her chastity belt, because that's what they used to wear. For those who don't know what a chastity belt is that when the husband went away, the ladies got an iron belt, and the husband used to take the key with them, so they couldn't be unfaithful. Then we've got the Hierophant, and it looks like the cathedral. And then we've got 2 priests here, reference or whatever. The Reverend Mr. Stiggins, and then Septimus, Crisparkle, that's the characters in the book. And then we've got the Emperor, the Squire. He's actually one of the characters that was called the Squire. Right, Mrs. Nickleby, she's ever so famous. And that's the Empress. And that was really Mrs. Elizabeth Dickens. So that is his wife. Then we've got the High Priestess. The face is waded away. That's Alan Ternan. Excuse the pronunciations. And then we've got the Magician. Yes, that's Charles Dickens himself, most probably. Mr. Doisy and Clenham. Yes, it says Charles Dickens. That's when he was young. It's number 1. And then we've got the Fool. And then we've got extra cards here, and that's Father, Paul Doby, and then we've got Mother. I think this is the suit of these squiggles are Pentacles, so that's the King of Pentacles. Then we have the Mother of Pentacles. And that's where, if you are in England, then you will know that people used to work in the mines, and this looks like the mine or the coal district, or even the metal factories. Then we have the Son of Pentacles, that's the Knight, and then we have the Daughter, which is Pentacles, Florence Dombey, and then we have the 10, the 10 of Pentacles. Then you have the 9 of Pentacles. She's got a house, so she's got enough money. She's holding a pentacle there. Then we go to the 8 of Pentacles. Somebody looking for work. Then we've got Paul Doby, the 7 of Pentacles, trying to remember what he has sown, perhaps. And the cards are not coming loose. Then we have the 6 of Pentacles. She's looking back, so there might be somebody's coming back in the doorway from the past. This is really a good picture. That reminds me of the matchstick girl outside the church. 5 of Pentacles. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, that's the landlord getting money. Definitely. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles, and it's celebrations 3. You've got the 3 people there getting married. Then we have the 2 of Pentacles, Sally Brass. The 2 of Pentacles, trying to keep balance, being piggy in the middle. Where are you going to go? Let your this deck does make your fantasy work overtime. Okay, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles, and that was Mr. Rochester, and he was the rich man. Okay, now I'm going over to the next deck, and the next deck is, this is the King of Air. Very solemn. Then we've got the Mother of Air, and you can see it's the grey edging, which I think it's very clear. The money is gold, sort of coppery colour, fawn colour, and the metal is the silver or grey colour, and that's the Sun. And then we have the Daughter, the Page, and then we have the 10. I think that is a good definition of 10. End of. Okay, I love the humour in it as well. You've got to see the humour in everything. Then you've got the 9 of Swords. She's so tired, so she's fallen asleep. Okay, that is the 9. So I've got to, the cards are stuck. This is the 8. She feels imprisoned because she's in the cellar, and she has to work so hard. It looks like she's chained up, but she isn't. She's just resting. If you look at that, it looks just like a rope, but she's been working really hard, her fingers to the bone. And then we've got Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles. Dreams. No, yeah, no. What you sow you shall reap. Perhaps somebody is the richer one and somebody's coming for a loan. Who is who? I just wonder. And then we have the Six of Swords. Somebody's defending. No, I was talking about the Seven of Pentacles, who's coming for a loan. This is defending yourself. This is moving away, and that's in a train coach. Look how detailed that is. Then we've got the Five of Swords, and he looks like a barrister. All kinds of instruments. The Four of Swords resting. And it looks like they've got ghosts from the past in here as well, and the present. And then you've got the Three of Swords, being left alone, and it looks like she's got holding a dish to ask for food. And then you've got the Two of Swords, and I like the way they've got eggs in the basket. Don't count your eggs before they're hatched. And then we have the Ace of Swords, and here it says air, and here it says earth. I didn't see that before. The House of Clement. So you get a lot of history with this, and it's like the Big Ben with this the states of, or rather the Houses of Parliament. And now we're going to water. Okay, just bear with me. Okay, just put that one there. The Father of Water. And then we've got the Mother of Water. She loves nature, yes, nurturing. The Sun, the Night. Then we have the Daughter. Beautiful house. Then we have the Ten of Water, playing on the beach with the family. The Nine of Water. Yes, the wealthy man. The Eight of Water, looking at the industrial vision, and it looks like either he wants to escape that industrial thing because he wants to get rich for himself. The Seven of Water, and we have the Seven of Water. Dreams, an old person looking at young. He wants to be young again. I also see masks, letters, news, the Joker, the crowd, death. It's really weird. But if you know Charles Dickens, then you can understand. It's also very beautiful because in the stories you really get the feel how life was in those days. The Five of Water. Don't play the same tune twice, that's what I'm hearing. You can't go back. And the empty picture frames. Okay. The Four of Water, the Four of Cups. Be aware of the storm that's coming, perhaps. I like the way the pictures bring in other pictures. Okay, the Three of Cups. Yes, life is a party. And it's beginning to work overtime with me again. Celebrate with family and friends. He's playing music, get dressed up. Life is a stage. life is a film, but it's time to celebrate. And then with this I get a Dutch saying in my head, and that means, yes, life is a stage, but nobody's got a program of life. Okay, only the High Priestess. The Two of Water. Ooh, nice one. Partnering up, and then we've got the whatchamacallit, Parliament buildings, and then we've got the Big Ben here, and the Thames, and that's the Ace of Water. I like the way the idea of that it's been done in the money philosophy, okay, like horizontal. We've got the Father of Fire. He's ready for action. He's been hanging. He's got his history hanging behind him. Okay, living in a big mansion, but he's old now and wise, but look how tatty it is. And that's the Mother of Fire. She's just on her wedding night. The Sun, that's the Knight. The daughter is the Page. Alright, Mum, see you later. 10 of Fire. The 9 of Fire. Oh, he's in prison. The 8 of Fire. That's the 8 of Wands. News is coming towards you. Things happening all at once. The 7 of Wands. You have to defend yourself. He's desperate. Oh, he's with his hands in his hair. The 6 of Wands. He looks quite stern there, the man. And we've got the 5 of Wands. Well, it looks more like an orgy than anything else. And we've got the 4 of Wands. Now that's a beautiful picture. Don't you think so? Happy families. And then we've got the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands. Your plans are coming to fruition. You're planning and are coming through to fruition. And here you are planning the 2 of Wands. Perhaps looking at a contract, news coming in. You see a bird flying in. Oh no, sorry, it's not. It's the curtain. And then you've got the Ace of Wands. Powerful explosions. Action. And that is absolutely amazing. I love this deck. I thought I wouldn't because of the antiquity. Okay. But I do actually like the deck very much. So, I hope you have enjoyed this review. So, I would, if you like history, if you like culture, if you like architectural stuff, and you like the Victorian times, it intrigues you, then this is a must for anybody. Also traditionality, being traditional English, this is absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm going to shake the cards, mix them up a little bit, and the stock is quite sturdy. It's a bit thicker than the usual ones, and it's gilded on the side. They are glossy. That's the carpet. I just love the backings. I'm just going to zoom out a bit so that you can see. And perhaps a little bit more. Right. Let's have a look. These are really also very nice for Christmas. They have to come bent a little bit more. It's a bit sturdy because they've been stuck with each other. Okay. It's not that I've got a new camera, it's just that I never use it. So I am learning also to use it. If you, they're fine to shake like this, to shovel. They're a little bit larger than general. What can I compare it with? Like that's that. They're quite broad. Hold on. This is a card from the Light of Seer deck. This is the size of the traditional tarot. So they're more like the size of an oracle card. Okay. But so they, for people with small hands, they are difficult to shovel. Okay, and especially because there are 78 cards here. I can't do the down and up, so, and they're quite sturdy. Let's have a look if I can do it. I don't think so. So, you'll have to work them in. I have to learn this. I've been doing this 50 years and I can't do this one going back. But they're quite stiff, so perhaps you can't do it. Somebody that could do that will have to show me how to do that. But I think that you can only shake them with this way. It's quite a lot of cards. You see, they won't bend that easy. Let's have a look. I love playing with cards. Well, we'll get there. Practice makes perfect. And what do we have? We have the 10 of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords. And we have the 3 of Cups, I think. Yes, let's have a look. Because you'll have to get used to it if you're not a traditional. If you're not if you're a beginner, it is not a deck for beginners because there's so much going on in the pictures. Yeah, so that is water. I'm sure of it. There you are. That's water. The dark grey is water. So that's the 3 of Cups. Yes. So there's an end of difficulties. You had perhaps you might have felt that you were stabbed in your back in the past. There is a new beginning because a 10 is an ending, and you have got clarity, perhaps started a new course. And it is rather too big to put it across, or you have to really make your screen a lot smaller, which I'm going to do now. So that is smaller, but then you can't see the pictures. So be aware that you have a better camera than I have. Let's see whether they can fit on. Yes, they can fit on that way. Okay. That is awesome. Right. Okay. So I hope you can see what I'm doing. There you go. So it does fit, but you'll have to adjust your camera every time, and I'm not very good with this camera yet, sorry about that, but I'll see whether I can make it a little bit bigger. And you know, this is also what I love to do, interact with my viewers. There you are, that's much better. So you can, I'm going to just put down for, I usually do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So I put 4 cards. So you would have to put them down like this. And then you would have your week. But then everybody would have to turn round. So it is difficult if you want to put them all into one frame. So I think you can do it, but you have to play around with it. Learn your camera, learn your cards, like this is the week, and then you can put 6 cards down like that, and then you've got Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and the analytical card. And I hope you have enjoyed this review. I like the change that the cards are horizontal instead of vertical. It is different, but it keeps me on my toes, definitely. And also I like the way you can zoom in and out, and obviously you can also put the overall energy card just there. So where there is a will, there is a way. Okay, so I'll be using this and I'll be getting into my Christmas spirit. Thank you for joining me in this review, and I hope you have enjoyed it. Take care, my sweeties, and please give us the thumbs up, and I love it. Thank you. Thank you very much, Shiver Red Feather. And I will see you soon.